Here's the question I get more than almost any other. What is your rate? And I get it. Rates are on the billboards, they're in the ads, they're in your inbox every other day. And every single one of them implies there is one number out there that everybody gets. But there's not. Your mortgage interest rate is built around you. Two people can sit across from me on the same day, both asking for a 30-year conventional loan, and walk out with two completely different rates. Neither of them got a bad deal. That is just how this works. So today, I'm going to walk you through what actually goes into your rate, because once you understand the moving parts, the what is your rate question starts to make a lot more sense. The national market sets what I call the floor. Mortgage rates generally track the 10-year Treasury yield. When bond demand is high, rates tend to drop. When inflation is a concern and the economy is running hot, rates tend to climb. The Federal Reserve gets a lot of attention, but they do not set the mortgage rates directly. They influence the environment those rates live in. That's the floor. Here's what builds up or down from there. Your credit score. This is one of the biggest levers you have. A borrower with a 780 score and a borrower with a 680 score are not getting the same rate on the same loan. Higher score means lower perceived risk, and the market prices that accordingly. This is not a judgment, it's math. Down payment. On a conventional loan, the more equity you bring in, the less risk for the lender and the better your pricing. There is a reason 20% down has always been the benchmark. Your property type. The home you are moving into as your primary residence is priced better than a vacation property or an investment property. The assumption in the market is that you'll protect the roof you actually live under. Your loan amount. Very low loan amounts and very high amounts, jumbo territory, are priced differently than standard conforming loans. The conforming range tends to have the most competitive pricing. The loan term. A 15-year loan carries a lower rate than a 30-year loan. Shorter loan, less exposure, better pricing. And then there is something that most people never think about, the rate lock timing. Locking your rate for 30 days costs less than locking it for 60 days. The longer the lock, the more the lender hedges and you absorb some of that cost. Understanding when to lock is part of the strategy. Now, here is the piece I really want you to understand, because it is where real money gets made or lost. Mortgage points, also called discount points. 1 point equals 1% of your loan amount. Pay points up front, get a lower rate. Skip the points, accept a higher rate. Take lender credits, offset some closing cost, accept a slightly higher rate. None of those choices is wrong. It depends on how long you plan to stay in your home, what your cash position looks like, and what your monthly budget needs to do. Part of our job is running those numbers for you so you can see which option actually benefits you over time. Here's why it matters even more when you work with a broker. At Interconnect Mortgage, we're not showing you one rate from one company and asking you to take it or leave it. We work with multiple wholesale lenders. We see pricing across the market for your specific loan profile on any given day. That means we can show you the actual options, what costs what and why. So you're making a real decision and not just accepting whatever numbers showed up on the screen. The pricing is visible, you can see the comparison, and that transparency is something we've built our business on for over 30 years, and it is not going anywhere. So the next time you ask, what is your rate? You'll know that question is missing about 6 other questions that actually shape the answer. If you want to see what your rate actually looks like for your situation, start with the pre-approval checklist in the description below, or book a call directly at interconnectmortgage.com/calendar. We'll walk you through the numbers and show you your options, and we will figure out what the right move is together. I'm Tony Taylor Gaza with Interconnect Mortgage, licensed in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina.